Hi everybody and welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna be making another beautiful Indian dish today. We're gonna be making a delicious chicken biryani. Let's look at the ingredients that we're going to need. The full list of ingredients will be in the description below. My first step is to marinate the chicken, so I've got some chicken thighs here and I'm just removing the skins off them. I like to do it by hand. And I'm also not removing any of the fat because I feel that that will bring a lot of flavor to our dish. Okay, my chicken's all prepped, so I'm gonna go in with my marinade. I've got some spices here. I've got garam masala, cardamom powder, turmeric, salt, and Kashmiri chili powder, so just sprinkle all that on top. I also have some yogurt here. I've got some grated ginger and some minced garlic. I'm also gonna add a little splash of oil and I'm gonna go with my hands and mix it all really well. I like to do this with my hands because this way I can make sure that everything is well distributed and all of the chicken is coated with our delicious marinade. It's a messy job, but don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. This marinade is actually very similar to the one that we use for the butter chicken or even the tikka masala. If you want to check out those recipes, click the card up there. I almost forgot to add in my lemon, so I'm going to put that in there as well. And going with your hands again. My marinade is done. I'm just gonna cover it with some cling film and then we're gonna let it rest in the fridge for an hour. Or overnight if you're more organized than I am. My chicken's marinating in the fridge, so I'm also gonna get my rice ready. So I've got some basmati rice here which I've rinsed really well under the tap until the water runs clear, and I'm gonna put into a bowl with water to soak. And I'm gonna let that soak for 30 minutes and up to an hour. While my chicken is marinating and my rice is soaking, I'm gonna prep my veggies. So I just have an onion here. Gonna cut off the top and the bottom, cut it in half, and I want to feather it. Put them into a bowl, and I'll move on to my chili, which I'm just gonna split down the middle. And finally I have some mint, which I'm just gonna put together into a bunch and chop it up. That mint smells so gorgeous. Okay, and I can put that to the side as well for now. And then when we come back, we'll be ready to start putting everything together. Okay, I'm gonna put some oil into my pan and I'll let that come to temperature. And I'm gonna go in with all of my spices. I've got some curry seed, I've got garam masala, cinnamon, star anise, cardamom pods, cloves, and a bay leaf. And I'm gonna toast my spices for a few seconds. And everything's very fragrant now, so I'm gonna go in with my onions. I'm gonna keep stirring this to make sure that nothing burns. Okay, my onions have grabbed quite a bit of color now, so I'm gonna go in with my chicken bits. I'm just gonna move the onion a bit to the sides so that the chicken can have direct contact with the bottom of the pan and the heat. So I'm just gonna add it in carefully. My chicken's all in there now. I've put the heat up a little bit. I'm gonna let it fry for about 2 minutes and then reduce the heat down and allow it to cook. It's been about 2 minutes now. It smells so gorgeous in here. I'm gonna try and flip my chicken. Don't worry that it's falling apart a little bit already. We want it to cook down nicely, so this is great. I'm gonna cook it for 2 more minutes on this side and then reduce the heat and allow it to cook fully. Okay, I'm putting my heat down to low and I'm gonna cover it and let it cook for about 7 to 8 minutes. It's been about 7 minutes now. Let's have a look. It's been cooking away nicely. So I'm just gonna add a few more ingredients now. I've got my yogurt in here. I also have some garam masala and chili powder. And I've got some mint. Finally, I have my fresh chili as well. I'm just gonna stir all this through here. You want to make sure that everything gets well mixed in and incorporated. Everybody looks and smells like there's so much flavor in there. I cannot wait to try this. At this point, you want to make sure that you have stirred your chicken very well to incorporate those ingredients. This is the last chance we're going to get to actually access our chicken until the very end. With that done, I'm going to prep my rice. I'm going to drain it because it's been soaking, and then we can start layering everything up. Okay, I've got my rice ready, so I'm just gonna put it on top. Try to kind of do it evenly. I'm just gonna go in now with my chicken stock. I'm gonna do it a bit at a time So I've got a cup here. I'm gonna put it around the sides because I don't want to disturb my rice. You just want to add enough to make sure that my rice is covered. You could also use coconut milk here, but because I'm using stock, I'm gonna add in some cubed butter. I am also going to sprinkle in some mint. And finally, I've got some fried onions. We're gonna put the lid on and let that cook until the rice is done. Okay, my timer just gone off. Let's have a look at what our biryani is looking like. That looks absolutely perfect. I can see that all the water is gone, the rice looks perfectly cooked, and I can see the individual grains of rice as well, which is great. This is the perfect fluffy rice. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna turn off my hob and then we can plate up. Okay, it looks perfect. I'm so excited. Let me try to plate this up. I'm just gonna garnish with a little bit of mint. And that's your delicious biryani. My favorite thing about making YouTube videos is this, the tasting. It looks so incredible. I can see all the individual grains of that rice. I know it's cooked to perfection. I know all the flavors that went into it. Oh, my mouth is salivating. Let me dig right in. This chicken is like totally falling apart as well. And as expected, it's absolutely beautiful. It's so full of flavor. The chicken is so tender and moist. And that rice, oh, there's a nice spiciness to it as well. Obviously you could tailor it if you like less spicy, but for me this is absolutely perfect. Yum. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This dish is unreal. I love all the spices that went into it. I love the different flavors that we got. The aroma is incredible. It is so tasty. Make sure you give it a try. You will not regret it. If you like this video, make sure you share it with your friends. Leave me a comment below what you thought of it and give me a big like. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos either. With that, I'll leave you for this video and enjoy.